of Independence or a hot dog at a baseball game. Because Consumer Cellular's customer support is based entirely in the United States. And Consumer Cellular's customer support agents are from where you're from. The same small town that you're from. The one that stretches from California to Maine, Minnesota to Corpus Christi, Texas. The one that cares about its neighbors and lights fireworks, legal ones, in the street. So the next time you want to make a phone call that feels like an American flag waving at an air show at Magic Hour, give us a call. Even if it's for no reason at all except to exchange barbecue sauce recipes like a couple of Americans. Or make jokes about Canadians. LOL, just kidding. We love Canadians. They're our neighbors. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters reporting House Republicans have invited President Joe Biden to testify before Congress in what appears to be a last-ditch effort to deliver on their stalled months-long impeachment inquiry into the Biden family businesses. Congressman James Comer, chair of the House Oversight Committee, sent a letter Thursday to the Democratic president inviting him to sit for a public hearing to explain under oath what involvement he had in the Biden family businesses. House Speaker Mike Johnson will send articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to the Senate shortly after Congress returns to Washington next month. The Republican speaker said Thursday he would send the two articles on April 10th. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 47 points, the Nasdaq dropped 20, the S&P 500 up 5. More details at srnnews.com.
This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your closing stock market report for Thursday, March 28. The S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average rose today, with the broad market S&P 500 up 0.11%, while the Dow rose 0.12%. Both indexes closed at record highs, and the S&P 500 hit a fresh all-time high during today's session. The Nasdaq Composite closed down 0.12%. For the quarter, the S&P 500 added 10.2% for its best quarter gain since 2019, when it rallied 13.1%. The 30-stock Dow advanced 5.6% during the period for its strongest first quarter performance since 2021, when it jumped 7.4%. The Nasdaq Composite rose 9.1% for the quarter. On the month, the S&P 500 rose by 3.1%, while the Nasdaq Composite rose 1.8%, and the Dow climbed 2.1% for the fifth straight winning month for all three major averages. Driving the gains this quarter and this month have been NVIDIA. Last year's market leader, as well as the artificial intelligence craze, shows no signs of slowing. The stock soared 82.5% for the quarter and gained 14.2% in March alone. On the economic front today, initial filings for unemployment insurance for the week that ended March 16th came in at 210,000. This was slightly lower than the 211,000 that economists surveyed by Dow Jones had predicted. The market will be closed tomorrow for Good Friday, but economic data tied to personal income, consumer spending, and personal consumption expenditures will be released that day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 47 points today at 39,807. The S&P 500 closed 5 points higher at 5,254, and the Nasdaq Composite closed down 20 points at 16,379. West Texas Intermediate crude was up $1.71 per barrel to $83.06. Stocks of local interest. HF Sinclair closed up 78 cents a share to $60.37. Walmart closed 55 cents lower at $60.17 a share. EOG Resources goes up $1.45 per share to $127.84. And Oxy Petroleum closed 79 cents higher at $64.99 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com. We're at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Heading through the night with partly cloudy conditions, that overnight low settling down close to 45 degrees. Stronger westerly winds forming through Friday night into Saturday too, keeping it dry here with a big climb in temperatures. Friday's high area-wide near 85 degrees. And we're looking at highs between 80 and 85 for Saturday and Easter Sunday. Mix of clouds and sunshine for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
looks, charm, smarts. It all adds up to the Mark Levin Radio Show.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Mark Levin, Liberties, General, Patton. Call into the Mark Levin Show now at 877-381-3811.
Our once mighty dollar is under siege. Runaway inflation. Joe Biden is spending this nation into bankruptcy. Now, for those still working, your paychecks buy less. While the cost for gasoline, food, cars, utilities continue to skyrocket. That's why I'm urging all my listeners to register for the upcoming Gold and Silver Summit hosted by Advantage Gold. It's free. There's no risk. There's no obligation. You'll get information you wouldn't otherwise have. It's very, very important. And they'll teach you how to take steps to help guard your wealth from inflation using asset diversification into physical precious metals. Gold and silver hold intrinsic value. They have over the decades, centuries, millennia. And that should remain untouched by government manipulation. So don't wait for the Fed's reckless policies to completely devalue the dollar and steal your life savings. You see it's already happening. You can't buy what you used to. And the budget being proposed by Biden right now will massively increase inflation and devalue the dollar. Diversification, that's the key. Learn all about it. Call now while free registration is open. The Gold and Silver Summit. Arm yourself with assets that have historically proven to withstand inflation. Here, it's simple. Call 800-900-8000 right now. They're there. They're there. The Gold and Silver Summit could provide the vital insights we need to protect our families. That's 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000. Folks, don't wait around on this stuff. It's getting ugly out there. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial tax professionals. But I strongly encourage you to check it out. Newsbusters. After fretting, Donald Trump has his own plans, quote unquote, as if him being in New York is a nuisance. He was in New York to give respects to a cop that was murdered, to go to the wake, and to embrace the family. Gutierrez of NBC, the Today Show, went back to ogling over Clinton, Obama, and Biden. This morning, the Biden campaign is preparing to host a star-studded fundraiser with three presidents, Biden, Obama, and Clinton, in a conversation moderated by late-night host Stephen Colbert. The event is also set to feature appearances by Lizzo, Queen Latifah, and Ben Platt, among other celebrities, as Democrats set their sights on the general election. Now, he conceded that Biden's poll numbers are ticking up, but still shaky. And with Biden and Trump running neck and neck compared to Biden holding steady leads, at this time in 2020, which has meant they need dear leader Barack Obama to save them and take an increasingly active role in the campaign. Gutierrez threw a jab at Trump over Obamacare before finally footnoting Trump's New York visit is to highlight violent crime in the city and attend the wake of NYPD officer Jonathan Diller, who was shot dead in the line of duty. Gutierrez couldn't leave it there or say more about Diller's murder. Instead, Gutierrez had to pair with Trump's escalating his attacks on the judge presiding over his hush money trial. Really? And so the escalating attacks on Clarence Thomas by the Democrats, what's that all about? Don't you hate the media? And you hate them because you know what they are. They're whores for the Democrat Party, every damn one of them. The NBC correspondent concluded with more liberal fluff, celebrating the fact that, quote, Democrats have outpaced Republicans when it comes to fundraising in recent months, and tickets for the Radio City Music Hall event going from anywhere between 250 and half a million. So the Democrats are holding a fundraiser. Is that national news? It's what we call the pseudo event. But they get all the free media. It's being pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped. The Democrats are being funded by the people who they subsidize. The Democrats are being funded by college students or former college students who choose not to pay their student loans, have them now subsidized by you and me. And of course, everyone wants a piece of the action. Look, here's what they know. The more centralized the government gets, the more ubiquitous the government is in our everyday lives, obviously including the economy, then they have got to support the party and the individuals who are in charge of what? Handing out the goodies, or getting exemptions from taxes, or doing all those things that they need to do. They are buying influence. That's what they're doing. They know there's a permanent government. They know the Democrat Party controls much of the judiciary. They know that they are a party in the ascendancy. They are a party that is monopolizing the culture, and they want to be on the right side of that. They want to be on the right side of it. Now, in addition to that, as I said earlier, you have these boards of directors. In many of these corporations, they come out of the radical elements. Why they have DEI, ESG, CRT, LMNOP. That, in part, is what's taking place. But, of course, they're for the little guy. I'm sitting here thinking, how so? Now, in addition to this, they're raising the money, not just to raise money, they're raising the money to subsidize their army of fanatics that they'll send from sea to shining sea, from the river to the sea, to get out their vote, and, of course, in some cases, to voter harvest. Right? What's voter harvesting? Voter harvesting is a weird phrase for stealing an election. After-the-fact votes. I'll go back and see if, the senior citizens in that nursing home, wink, 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 have all filled out their ballots. There's absolutely no way to police any of this. No way. Which is why they do it. Then, of course, if you object, oh, you must be a racist. Oh, yeah, you're an oppressor. Oh, yeah. Billionaires and millionaires. Billionaires and millionaires. Pretend they're for the little guy. This is how it works. This is how it's always worked with authoritarianism. Xi still pretends he's for the little guy. Is he? Castro, the little guy in Cuba, they're starving. Have you heard about that economy? It's dead. They can't find food. They can't find toilet paper. They can't find anything. It's like, the blue states during the pandemic. But this process is going on. And here's the thing. We've talked about this. And I don't know that I explained it well enough. Let me give it another shot. And yet people vote for this, right? They vote for their own demise. They vote for their own demise. Now, why do they do that? I'll give a couple of reasons. Number one, they don't believe the things, for instance, that I'm saying and writing. Can't possibly be happening. I've been a lifelong Democrat. My parents, my grandparents, the people before. Oh, yeah, Democrats. They're for the people. So they've been indoctrinated, propagandized targets to believe that the Democrat Party is the party of civil liberties and civil rights. The Democrat Party is the party of equality. It's standing up for minorities and poor people and so forth. And so that's been, beaten into people through many avenues and platforms. The Democrat Party was the party of civil rights. Actually, to the extent the Democrat Party did anything, it was doing it back against the Democrat Party because that was the party that was violating civil liberties. And they did very little, actually. And none of it could have been accomplished without the Republicans. None of it. They've succeeded in their propaganda because they have a free media, as all tyrannies must. I don't mean free in terms of competitive or objective. I mean free media time, day in and day out. What comes through the tube, what comes through much of radio, is Democrat Party propaganda and talking points. Over and over and over again, the big lie. There's a book called Propaganda. I've quoted it in my book. It was a favorite of Adolf Hitler's. It was a favorite of Woodrow Wilson's. Just talking about how you sell your policies. And how you make things seem like one thing when in fact they're another thing. The use of words, the use of phrases, the use of repetition. It's all in the book. Propaganda, that's the name of the book. Guy wrote it, he was very proud of it, until he realized the Third Reich was using it, and then he got very upset. But it's not just the Third Reich. It's people of totalitarian mindset all over the world, including in our own country. As I said, the book was used, and one of the progeny of its authors was hired by Woodrow Wilson in order to advance not just his campaign, but his government policy. Because many of these policies that are pushed by Biden and the Democrats are extraordinarily unpopular. Open borders and so forth and so on. And so they have to wrap them and camouflage them in propaganda. They have to find what I said before. They have to find devils or create devils, character assassinate, to point fingers elsewhere. If they can just get more of your liberty and get more of your property, Nirvana will be here, we'll all live in paradise, and so forth and so on. They're never satisfied with the status quo, even though they're mostly responsible for it. They never embrace our founding principles. They never talk about them. Property rights, yeah, that's funny. Individual liberty, oh, yeah, right, we got that. Due process, well, come on, what are you talking about? Hitler doesn't get due process. And they're raising enormous sums of money to fund this army of fanatics, as well as relentless propaganda on your TV and in social media. Relentless. Trying to turn a lie into truth. That's why they're raising all this money. Remember, this is the same Biden who signed some kind of an executive order giving the bureaucrats 4 hours off on election day to vote and 4 hours off on election day to work the polls. Where'd that come from? And gave them the biggest increase in 40 years. Where'd that come from? And gave the student loan forgiveness, even though the Supreme Court said no, it's going to reach $1 trillion, to buy more votes. Where'd that come from? To talk about abortion, if abortion's going to be banned, even though abortion is more prolific and ubiquitous than even before the Dobbs decision, because his most steady demographic vote, more than the black vote or any other vote, single, childless women. It's in my book. I looked at the research. They got to turn that vote out. They got to turn that vote out. Those women, many of them in the suburbs, many of them in gentrified areas of our cities and so forth, they got to get that vote. More than any other vote. And then he realizes, even though the Islamic population in this country is about 2.5 million, that they're centered in a few key states, like Michigan and Minnesota. And so Biden's gone full anti-Semite, full anti-Israel, full river to the sea Islamist. He's literally cutting off arms to Israel as I speak, arms that they've specifically requested, among 100 other things. And there they are. While you're trying to figure out how to make ends meet, where you have these credit cards with usury interest rates that you're paying to the banks, while you have to make decisions about what kind of food you're going to bring home to your family, while you have to decide if you're going to maintain your car or not, or how you're supposed to do it, and your utility bills, you hate the mail, don't you? I hate the mail. Comes in every day, you're always, what's the next bill? What's the next bill? How am I going to pay it? The party of the people, the party of the little guy, the party of the middle class is having a huge party right there. Radio City Music Hall. Some tickets are $500,000 to raise $25 million. To do what? To convince you that wrong is right and up is down. That Joe Biden is going to save democracy. That Joe Biden would secure the border, but for the Republicans. That the economy, well, it's stimming along beautifully. You just don't get it yet. That climate change is our greatest existential threat. That Hamas needs to be supported and Israel needs to be destroyed. He wants to demonstrate to you all these fantastic things he's done. He's cut the deficit by $1.7 trillion. No, the COVID money ran out. That's why. He just lies and lies. That's our Joe. And by the way, they don't know that I have these. You know what? Classified information. That's what he tells the ghostwriter. That's how he got $8 million. He sold that classified information effectively to the publisher. I don't blame the publisher. To write a book, he needed an angle. That's how he got his $8 million. He sold out the country. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Let's face it, guys. We're living in times where the truth is becoming more suppressed and censorship is increasing at an alarming rate, especially on social media platforms. It's Clyde, and I want to tell you about a safe and secure digital playground we put together just for you. It's Aftermath.media. You get access to thousands of Ground Zero archives and podcasts, along with our private social media groups with your basic membership starting at only $7 a month. Each subscription includes tech support, access to the RSS feeds, along with our own chat room and Telegram channel. In addition, the premium membership includes research study groups, webinars, a document and movie library, a live video stream of Ground Zero, a monthly Zoom chat with me, and other bonus content. Be sure to check out our yearly specials as well. Sign up today while you're thinking about it. Sign up at Aftermath.media. Again, that's Aftermath.media.
With SRN Sports, I'm Jeremy House. In the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers stretched their winning streak as they try to avoid the play-in round.
LeBron James had a triple-double, and Rui Hachimura was the Lakers' top scorer in their fifth straight win, 136-124 at Memphis. James had 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists for the Lakers, who hit 8 of their first 10 three-point attempts in the third quarter to go ahead by 27. Memphis responded with a 21-4 spurt, but trailed by double digits most of the fourth quarter. Hachimura delivered 32 points, and D'Angelo Russell chipped in 23 as L.A. pulled within 2.5 games of Dallas for sixth place in the West. Desmond Bane's 26 points and 16 assists led the Grizzlies. I'm Dave Ferry.
Other winners included Charlotte, Golden State, Brooklyn.
Time for the action. Time for the action. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online worldwide at ksvptv.com.
Pitch, and that's a well-hit ball to left field. That's going to drive back. See ya! Home run, 2-out home run. Big-time swing for Dalen. First pitch he saw, he jacks it over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs take the early lead, 3-0.
Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Julie's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Zondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on with the action.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
You may have heard the rumor that Wakefield Oil at 311 South Virginia in Roswell is being sold. We would like to clear this up by letting you know that Wakefield Oil has been passed to the second generation, and we intend to grow Wendell Wakefield's legacy. So stop by 311 South Virginia in Roswell and let us show you that the traditions of service are still as strong as the day we opened. Wakefield Oil. Continued service since 1983.
Hey there, Goddard fans. This is Joby Hodling with KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Alvarado of the Goddard Rockets. And, Coach, you guys coming into the Rio Rancho tournament. Talk about what you're going to see here. It's a great tournament. You guys #1 ranked in 4A, but a lot of good ball clubs here.
There is. This is about as close to a playoff, state championship atmosphere as you can get. I mean, it's great field, great facilities. Some of the best teams we have in 5A and some of the best teams we have in 4A. So we're still early in the season. I like to think of this game as like our midterm exam. We've been trying to keep our strength of schedule up. I know JJ's been doing the same. That's why we love coming to this tournament. It's like, let's play good teams early and see what we got to work on. And that's really what we're hunting for here today is we want to play well, we want to win, but it's also kind of like a litmus test. Let's see what we need to work on as we keep going on into the season. We're only 8 games in. We still got 18 more to go, so long way.
Well, that's true. You're kind of early in the season, and you guys have been having a great season. You're taking on the host team, Rio Rancho. Do you know anything about them?
That they're good.
Yeah.
That they're always a solid ball club.
Right.
Even if you don't have typical, alpha body types, they always can play baseball. They're always good fundamentally. They're going to fill it up in the strike zone. They're going to run around the bases really well. And we try to play fast as well. And so I think it's going to be a good game. If we do what we're supposed to, it should be a pretty fast game.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you and good luck.
Appreciate it.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else. Or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Well, welcome back here to KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, KSVP TV on YouTube, and KSVP AM 990 and FM 93.7. And we're back at Rio Rancho High School for the home team, Rio Rancho Rams, hosting in the final game of the day, the Goddard Rockets. And they're going to have some state police officers throw the first pitch here for the games tonight. As they're honoring first responders, they've got 2 state police officers doing that honor here for leading off the game. And I don't know if they're going to have the national anthem or not. They definitely thrown the first pitches, and they've done that. And now we may have the national anthem. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and run through the starting lineups for both the Rockets and the Rams. So they've kind of lined up to shake the hands of the guys. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to. So for the home team, Rio Rancho Rams defensively have number 12, Dean Ellison in left field, number 4, Kason Savage in center, and number 2, Sean Vigil in right. Ryan Lewis, number 9, playing third base. Number 13, Wyatt Tinker playing shortstop. Jackson Roybal wears number 11 for the Rams, and he's playing second. Nick DeGregorio is number 19. DeGregorio. I'm going to try to get his name right. He's playing first base. Number 10, Jordan Cena, is behind the plate, and the pitcher will be number 6, Dylan Archuleta. For your Goddard Rockets, leading off and playing shortstop is number 2, Ross Stokes. The second baseman batting second is number 24, Ryan Alsop. Batting third and playing catcher, number 15, Cinco Holloway. The third baseman, Matthew Campos, wears number 21 on his navy blue jersey, and he is batting fourth. Batting fifth is number 3, John Silva. He's playing out in center field for the Rockets. DHing and batting sixth is number 22, Andrew Baca. Playing out in right field and batting seventh, number 7, Cameron Brown. Playing first base and wearing number 18 is Michael Matheson. He's batting in the 8 hole. And batting ninth, playing left field, is number 5, Dylan Kermode. There's your starting 9 for the Rockets. And let's see here. Pitching for the Rio Rancho Rams, again, is Dylan Archuleta, big right-hander, as he's on the mound getting his warm-ups in. Wind blowing out of the east and northeast, kind of what it was doing earlier in the Bulldog game. Big-time schools here for the Rio Rancho tournament, all top 10 ranked. And we got 3 4A schools, including the Goddard Rockets. First game of the day was Cleveland and Sandia. Sandia number 3 ranked in 5A. Cleveland number 4 ranked in 5A. And Sandia gets the nod and the win. They play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, and they're playing the winner of the Artesia La Cueva game. Artesia ranked number 10 in 4A coming into this tournament. La Cueva ranked number 1 in 5A and in the state in the entirety. La Cueva wins that ball game 10-1 over the Bulldogs. So Sandia plays La Cueva tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m., the number 1 and number 3 ranked teams respectively in Class 5A. Whereas the Bulldogs, number 10 ranked in 4A, will take on the number 4 ranked 5A Cleveland Storm at 10 a.m. in the morning. Carlsbad defeated Academy. Carlsbad, the number 8 team in 5A, beat the number 7 team in 4A Academy. And they're going to play the winner. Carlsbad will play the winner of this game, the number 1 ranked Goddard Rockets in 4A and the number 5 ranked and defending state champions in 5A, Rio Rancho Rams. All right, here we go. First pitch from Dylan Archuleta. Swung on, hit hard, but right at the shortstop, he bobbled it. And so going to beat it out is number 2 for the Rockets, Ross Stokes, on the error. As you know what, I'm going to say that was a single because he tried to and almost got him, so an infield hit. Bobbled over there, but picked up and thrown across and almost still got him. But safe is Ross Stokes, and that'll bring Ryan Alsop to the plate. So the first pitch seen and first pitch swung on and hit hard by Ross Stokes. Second pitch, high to Ryan Alsop, number 24 at the plate for the Rockets. So both teams dressed almost identically, as Rio Rancho also blue, and they got blue tops on. Swinging and a foul tip back, straight back, just missing it was Alsop. But the Rockets have baby blue numbers, whereas the Rams have white numbers outlined in a green. I think they're blue and green and white. Both teams wearing white pants, long. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly out to center field. Center fielder having to come on strong, and the shortstop will actually go back and make the play. So Wyatt Tinker, like he was giving way to the center fielder, but boy, he made that play, and the second baseman was where it was at, just in the green. But that is out number 1 on the pop fly. Almost blew back into the infield. Shortstop makes the play. So the runner goes back to first base, does Stokes. And at the plate down for the Rockets is Cinco Holloway, and he looks at ball 1 outside. Cinco wears number 15, and he's playing catcher. On deck, Matthew Campos, and in the hole, John Silva for the Rockets as Archuleta comes set. Now to the plate, down and in, ball 2 to Holloway. Ellison, Savage, and Vigil from left to right. Lewis, Tinker, Roybal, and DeGregorio third to first. That pitch high for ball 3, so 3 straight balls to Holloway. He has a 3-0 count. Bats in the 3-hole, but maybe, or my guess is he's got a red light. We'll see. Make him throw him a strike. Here's the pitch. And he did, right down the middle. And it's like I thought, Holloway had the red light. So 3-1 now, the hitter's pitch here for Cinco as he steps back in on the right side. Archuleta working quickly. Comes set, now to the plate. And that's just a little bit high. Walk, ball 4. So Holloway will trot down to first, and that'll bring the number 4 hitter cleaning up. Third baseman, number 21, Matthew Campos. So he'll step in on the right side. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Holloway, and that's going to be number 19. Courtesy running for the catcher. That's Abraham Vandenberg. So Vandenberg at first, Stokes at second. One out here in the top of the first inning, the nightcap here at the South Puentes Rio Rancho tournament. Goddard and Rio Rancho. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball off to the right side. Now to play for Campos as he was just a little bit behind that fastball by Archuleta. So Campos takes a look down at his third base coach. Now back into the right side batter's box as both runners get their leads at first and second with one out. To the plate. Called strike 2 as it caught the outside edge. On deck is the center fielder, number 3, John Silva, and in the hole, DHing, number 22, Andrew Baca for the Rockets. Archuleta long look back now to the plate, and just a little bit high. This umpire's got a tight strike zone because that, I think, might have been a call to strike in the previous game, the Bulldogs and the Bears from La Cueva. All right. 1-2 the count, swung on, foul back and out of play, so the count remains 1-2. And the Rams have the sound system similar to the Bulldogs. They just started using it. Hadn't used it in the previous games today, but now that they're playing, they're going to use it, and I like it. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Good fastball, and Campos goes down swinging. Had a good cut at it, but come up empty. So that'll bring to the plate number 3, John Silva. Silva playing out in center field for the Rockets. He'll step in on the right side. Rockets have that baby blue pinstripe down their pants. Swing and a miss. Big cut for John. Come up empty. Strike 1. So 2 down now with runners at first and second for the Rockets. We're in the top of the first if you're just joining us. Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com. Runner off and running, and that was a hit and run, it looked like, as both runners were going, and Silva fouls it off to the right side for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. Archuleta back set, takes a look back at second. And to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him swinging. That'll end the threat as there was one hit, no runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base as we go to the bottom of the first inning.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. Whether you need a medical provider for your entire family or are getting on track with your annual checkup, we're here for you. Reach out today at artesiageneral.com/family.
Welcome back here to KSVP as the Goddard Rockets going into the bottom of the first inning. They get a couple runners on base, but unable to capitalize are the Rockets. So now it'll be the Rio Rancho Rams' turn coming into the bottom half, their home half of the first inning, with a 0-0 tie here at the Rio Rancho South Puentes tournament. And coming to the plate for the Rams is number 4, Kason Savage, and he'll be facing Tyler Conrad, who's on the bump for the Rockets. Left-hander, Savage steps in. First pitch he sees, ground ball foul to the right side. Gets by the first base coach over there. He acted like he was going to field it, but then unable to. So strike 1 on the foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Strike 2. Looked like a change of speed there from Conrad. Dylan Kermode out in left, John Silva in center, and Cameron Brown in right. As Conrad with a real short windup. Swing, he didn't swing. I thought he was going to. Good pitch, just missed down and away. Ball 1 to the left-hander Savage. Campos, Stokes, Alsop, and Matheson third to first. Holloway catching and Conrad with the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Alsop picks it up, goes to first in time. 4-3 the put out. And that is out number 1 on the ground out. That'll bring the number 2 batter to the plate for the Rams in the form of left fielder number 12, Dean Ellison. Also batting from the left side is Ellison, as he'll step in to face the righty Tyler Conrad. Short wind up, here's the motion and the pitch. Just missed, down and away. Good pitch, but a little too low for the umpire. And I said in the top of the half of the inning, this umpire has a pretty tight strike zone. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Ball 2 to the left-hander, Dean Ellison. On deck is Nick DeGregorio. He is the first baseman. That pitch misses down and away for ball 3. So 3 straight now to Ellison. And the right fielder, Sean Vigil, the number 4 batter, is in the hole for the Rams. 3-0 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the wind and the pitch from Conrad. Right down the middle. Strike 1 called. That wind has been blowing all day here, and it's kind of blowing in now. And I said it in the earlier game. It was kind of flipping around the flags out there. Here's the pitch. Too low. Ball 4. So the first base runner, via a walk for the Rams, trots down to first. And that'll bring number 19 to the plate. De Gregorio. There, that's how you say it, easier than the way I was trying to say it. De Gregorio. So De Gregorio steps in. The toss over to first, just to remind him that he's there. So back safely was Ellison. Conrad from the stretch. He's got a tiny stretch. First pitch, ground ball to the right side. Seeing a single. And the runner will just go station to station as he'll hold up. Coming in from right field quickly was Brown, and the runner goes from first to second, and so the single puts Nick DeGregorio at first, and Sean Vigil to the plate. Number 2, the right fielder, steps in the 4 hole. He's batting from the left side, so they've had 3 other first 4 batting from the left side have the Rams, and Vigil steps in. Conrad to the plate. Called, strike 1. Nice pitch, painting outside half to the left-handed batter. On deck is Jordan Cena, and in the hole, Aiden Bustos for the Rams. As Conrad takes a peek back and out of the plate. That one misses away for ball 1. 1-1 now to Vigil. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Got triple ones out there on the Rams scoreboard. Conrad steps back onto the rubber. Takes a look back and to the plate. Down low, ball 2. 2-1 to the batter. So as I was talking about there, as we were getting ready to go here, all top 10 ranked teams in this tournament in 4A and 5A, with 2 of the number 1 teams in Goddard in the 4A. That ball is called a strike, but it gets by. He can't find it. It's behind him. And so finally Holloway is guided, and he goes back and gets it, but it passed ball on the called strike. Moves the runners over safely to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position. And with only 1 out, the count 2-2 now at the plate. Conrad comes set and out of the plate. Swing, and it's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to score 1. And he's waving home the second. And so, yep, 2 will score on that hit. And then almost moving over on the throw as it got by the shortstop, but the pitcher Conrad fields it. So the single up the middle scores 2 runs, and now Rio Rancho leads with 1 out, 2-0. So Sean Vigil at first, and Jordan Sennett steps in. He's number 10, the catcher, to face Conrad for the first time. Conrad turns and throws over to first. Not in time. Not a real big lead over there for Vigil, the catcher, but just reminding him that he's there. Conrad takes a peek, now to the plate. Curveball, perfect pitch, man. Kind of buckled him a little bit. Called strike 1. On deck is the DH, Aiden Bustos, and in the hole, the pitcher, Dylan Archuleta. Throw over again to first base, not in time. 2-0, Rams have taken the early lead here. It's the bottom of the first inning with 1 out and a runner at first. Pitch, called strike 2 on the outside edge. Good pitch, painted that corner. And the count 0-2 now to Senna. Conrad to the plate. Curveball swung on, pop fly out to the right side. It's going to be in foul territory. The right fielder giving chase. Just almost got to it. It bounced right at the base of the wall in foul territory for a foul ball. Strike 1. There was Cameron Brown out there giving chase. And pretty wide, talked about this earlier as well, pretty wide foul ball areas here at the ballpark. Brown run a country mile there to get to it. Almost got there, but it did hit the ground right at the base of the wall on the right field side. So the count 0-2 remains. Here's the pitch, and that's called, just missed outside. I thought he was ringing him up. The other thing, it might have been a little high for this umpire. I noticed he likes that lower strike zone. So far I've noticed that. Throw over to first, not in time. As Matheson put the tag down, but he was already up on the bag, diving back. Again, Conrad. Runner started to go, and then he come back, and that ball was fouled out of play to the right side. So the count remains 1-2. So Vigil dug in and then stopped like he was going. About 3 steps towards second and then put the brakes on. Ball was fouled out of play. The count, he throws over again. He's back in safely. He has been edging out a little bit more each time. Has the runner at first base, Vigil. Sent it back in, the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside, 2-2. Now the count. Conrad takes a little walk back behind the, I think he wanted that one. It was close. Now he's back up on the rubber. Ball in his right hand in the stretch. He comes set, puts the ball into the glove. Now to the plate. Curveball, fouled back. Hit right out in front of me here for a foul ball strike, and the count remains 2-2. So everybody resets as the coach from Goddard stepped out and picked up the foul ball. Gonna throw over to first base again safe. So if Goddard wins this ball game, they'll play tomorrow in the nightcap, 5:30, taking on Carlsbad. Here's the pitch, called, strike 3, got him looking on a, looked like a curveball. So 2 down now with runners, or a runner at first base, and coming to the plate will be number 17, Adon Bustos, the DH. Adon, I was saying to Aiden. Adon Bustos. If Goddard falls to Rio Rancho, then they'll play tomorrow at 12:30, taking on Academy. The Chargers are the other 4A team beside the Bulldogs and the Rockets. That pitch misses high, ball 1 to Bustos. On deck is the pitcher Dylan Archuleta, and in the hole the third baseman Ryan Lewis for the Rams. Pretty good lead over there for Vigil. Conrad's going to turn and throw it over there again. Safe, he dives back in. Out in the sun today, it was warm. That runner takes off this time. That's called strike 1. The throw down. Oh, it was close. It looked like it was in time, but it gets through the glove of Stokes. It would have been bang bang if he would have been able to hang on to it, but the runner is safe on a called strike 1. So Vigil now in scoring position with 2 outs. It's 1-1 to Bustos as Conrad steps back on. He'll take a look back at second as he comes set. Long pier now to the plate. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the right side. Going and getting it is Alsop, and he'll throw in time to Matheson. 4-3 on the putout. Damage done. It's 2-0 as the Goddard Rockets give up 2 hits. There were 2 runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll come to the top of the second inning with Baca leading off, Brown on deck, and Matheson in the hole. 2-0 Rams.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Welcome back here. Okay, back. All right, welcome back here. As we had some technical difficulties, went down again. Baca does reach, and then so at the plate now is number 7. And I was looking down trying to figure it out. I think he reached on an infield hit. Well, it got through a single between second and the second baseman. So at the plate is Cameron Brown. The first pitch he sees is called strike one. He bunts it hard toward the first baseman. He's going to tag him out. And so that'll be a sacrifice bunt as Baca moves over to second base. First baseman came down, picked it up, and tagged out the runner. And so at the plate now will be number 18, Michael Matheson. And he steps in on the right side to face Archuleta with 1 out and runner at second. Swung on, pop fly out of play to the right side for strike 1. Wind blowing pretty good here. Kind of coming in from the south and east and west. It just keeps spinning around, swirling. The flag's kind of blowing in, though, on the right side. Here's the pitch swung on. That's going to be a rip up the center fielder, but he comes in and makes the play. Just a nice, solid shot, but straight out to center field for the line drive out. And that'll bring runner at second base stayed where he was at, and that'll bring Dylan Kermode to the plate. He is the number 9 hitter in the lineup as he steps on the right side to face Archuleta. Archuleta to the plate. Oh, high and tight. I don't know if he got crossed up with his catcher Senna or not, because Senna had set up outside and that ball flew in high and tight on Kermode. 1-0 the count, 2 down, runner at second. Here's the pitch, curveball called, strike 1, caught the outside corner. All right, so once again, Archuleta from the stretch taking a look in. Now he takes a look back and to the plate. Another change of speed, looked like a curveball, swinging and a miss, strike 2 on Dylan. So Kermode will shorten up a little bit. Represents the tying run here in the top of the second. It's 2-0. Runner at second base is Baca. This pitch high over his head for ball 2. 2-2 now to Kermode. On deck is Ross Stokes, the top of the order, and in the hole, Ryan Alsop for the Rockets as they try to keep a 2-out rally going here. Get a 2-out rally going. The pitch just missed outside. Ball 3, full count. He hit the glove on the spot, but Senna had set up just a little too far outside. Sometimes they give them that when they hit it right on the spot. Senna again setting up outside, but on the outside corner this time. He runs it in high and tight, ball 4, so the 2-out rally starts with Dylan Kermode's walk. And that'll bring us to the top of the order for the Goddard Rockets as number 2 shortstop, Ross Stokes, steps in. He's 1 for 1. He started off the ball game with a rip base hit. He's got runners aboard at first and second. First pitch he sees called, strike 1 on the outside edge. So 0-1 the count quickly here to Stokes. Archuleta looks back now to the plate. Swung on, hit pretty well, but it's right into the wind out to right center. Right fielder will back up and make the play.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Madness of March is at Richland, and we aren't talking about basketball, but deals on vehicles. It's game time for a used car sale at Richland on Southeast Main. Score big on the wide selection of high-quality used cars at unbeatable prices. We also have our huge inventory of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. All of this madness comes with special financing options and a powertrain for life. So take advantage of our madness at the used car sale and get a slam dunk deal on your dream car. It's only at Richland Dodge, March 27th through the 30th.
Attention high school students and parents of high school students. Do you want to visit Eastern New Mexico University from the comfort of your own home? Then plan on attending the ENMU Virtual Open House on Saturday, April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. You can get a virtual tour of campus, talk virtually with current students, and win great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Check out some of the exceptional Easter bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select boxes of Pillsbury Cake Mix are 5 for $5, and select 12 packs of Shasta sodas are 3 for $12. In produce, fresh asparagus is $1.29 a pound, and Del Monte bananas are 39 cents a pound. In the meat department, baby back pork ribs are $2.49 a pound, and 10-pound bags of fryer leg quarters are 49 cents a pound. These are just some of the exceptional Easter savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Okay, bye. Well, I was trying to catch up, guys. We had the whole power grid for a minute, and then the computer backed up. There's a swing and a ball off to the left side at the plate. Let's see who has been up there. Where are we at? Looks like number 4, so Casey is at the plate. Two. Oh, I was. Throw back to second base. Oh, not in time. He dropped the ball. So he's safe back there. What we have is a double play. Caught first base. Out. The strike called on the first. Got on with a base hit. So again, just trying to catch up. As at the plate is Casey Savage with a runner at second base, pitch outside. Ball 1-1-2 to Savage. Tinker down at second base. So Savage steps back in on the left side. And pitch. Outside. Outside. You check the swing ball. Well, I have 3 and 1. No, I got 2 and 2. I was about to say they got 2 and 2 on the board. That's what I got as well. So 2-2 the count. Pitch. Outside. Job there, Alloway. See it go way off to the left side to the left-handed batter and catch that ball. Or that would have been a moving over runner. All right, so he steps back in with a full count, 2 down. Runner at second base is Wyatt Tinker. Kason Savage, the leadoff batter at the plate, trying to get another run across with a runner down at second. Conrad comes set to the plate, swung on, fouled off and out of play to the left side. So the count will remain full. Not sure what happened. Everything went off. All my stuff went off. No power, and I looked over where we got plugged in, and the NFHS guys were down there, and they went off too. There's a line drive to left field. The left fielder will go back and make the play. Dylan Commode finds it in the sun as the sun was in his eyes, but he catches it out there on a fly out. So we'll end the threat. Runners left on base after the double play. One runner left on base. He had a double play, then he hit, and then, but no run scored. I'm not out of this. I'm so confused because I was trying to watch a game and get our system back up. It is 2-0 as we go into the top of the third inning.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. Whether you need a medical provider for your entire family or are getting on track with your annual checkup, we're here for you. Reach out today at artesiageneral.com/family.
Having all back down. Brian also had the 1 count. Archuleta brings it. It's a ground ball to the left side. Shortstop backhands it. Will he get there in time? He does not. He tape at first. Hustling it out was Ryan Alsop. The leadoff batter here in the bottom of the third inning, and he beats it infield single. Good effort over there by the shortstop. With 2 feet, his Tinker fired across here. He step slower and made it, but also put the speed first base on time. And at the play, single ball, the pitch swung on, hit well. That's going to have to go back. He makes the play. Holy cow! Play up by Sean V. Over his shoulder, and then he spun around to the right shoulder and made the play for out number 1 on a good play out in right field. Campos will come to the plate. Went back to first. He saved there, so he gets a good lead. And now play. Swung off to chop up the middle. Second baseman is going to go to first. He does in time. Safe second is Alsop on the fielder's choice. So that's out number 2 on the high chopper. That's kind of a slow chopper. And the second baseman came forward and made the play 4-3, the put out. But going to second base was also we had play down Silva at the center field. He was over for 1 strikeout swing his first time. off and out of play to the right side. Foul ball, strike one.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
You may have heard the rumor that Wakefield Oil at 311 South Virginia in Roswell is being sold. We would like to clear this up by letting you know that Wakefield Oil has been passed to the second generation, and we intend to grow Wendell Wakefield's legacy. So stop by 311 South Virginia in Roswell and let us show you that the traditions of service are still as strong as the day we opened. Wakefield Oil. Continued service since 1983.
Hey there, Goddard fans. This is Joby Hodling with KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Alvarado of the Goddard Rockets. And, Coach, you guys coming into the Rio Rancho tournament. Talk about what you're going to see here. It's a great tournament. You guys #1 ranked in 4A, but a lot of good ball clubs here.
There is. This is about as close to a playoff, state championship atmosphere as you can get. And it's great field, great facilities. Some of the best teams we have in 5A and some of the best teams we have in 4A. So we're still early in the season. I like to think of this game as like our midterm exam. We've been trying to keep our strength of schedule up. I know JJ's been doing the same. That's why we love coming to this tournament. It's like, let's play good teams early and see what we got to work on. And that's really what we're hunting for here today is we want to play well, we want to win, but it's also kind of like a litmus test. Let's see what we need to work on as we keep going on into the season. We're only 8 games in. We still got 18 more to go, so long way.
Well, that's true. You're kind of early in the season, and you guys have been having a great season. You're taking on the host team, Rio Rancho. Do you know anything about them?
That they're good.
Yeah.
That they're always a solid ball club.
Right.
Even if you don't have typical, alpha body types, they always can play baseball. They're always good fundamentally. They're going to fill it up in the strike zone. They're going to run around the bases really well. And we try to play fast as well. And so I think it's going to be a good game. If we do what we're supposed to, it should be a pretty fast game.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you and good luck.
Appreciate it.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else. Or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. Whether you need a medical provider for your entire family or are getting on track with your annual checkup, we're here for you. Reach out today at artesiageneral.com/family.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
You may have heard the rumor that Wakefield Oil at 311 South Virginia in Roswell is being sold. We would like to clear this up by letting you know that Wakefield Oil has been passed to the second generation, and we intend to grow Wendell Wakefield's legacy. So stop by 311 South Virginia in Roswell and let us show you that the traditions of service are still as strong as the day we opened. Wakefield Oil. Continued service since 1983.
Hey there, Goddard fans. This is Joby Hodling with KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Alvarado of the Goddard Rockets. And, Coach, you guys coming into the Rio Rancho tournament. Talk about what you're going to see here. It's a great tournament. You guys #1 ranked in 4A, but a lot of good ball clubs here.
There is. This is about as close to a playoff, state championship atmosphere as you can get. I mean, it's great field, great facilities. Some of the best teams we have in 5A and some of the best teams we have in 4A. So we're still early in the season. I like to think of this game as like our midterm exam. We've been trying to keep our strength of schedule up. I know JJ's been doing the same. That's why we love coming to this tournament. It's like, let's play good teams early and see what we got to work on. And that's really what we're hunting for here today is we want to play well, we want to win, but it's also kind of like a litmus test. Let's see what we need to work on as we keep going on into the season. We're only 8 games in. We still got 18 more to go, so long way.
Well, that's true. You're kind of early in the season, and you guys have been having a great season. You're taking on the host team, Rio Rancho. Do you know anything about them?
That they're good.
Yeah.
That they're always a solid ball club.
Right.
Even if you don't have typical, alpha body types, they always can play baseball. They're always good fundamentally. They're going to fill it up in the strike zone. They're going to run around the bases really well. And we try to play fast as well. And so I think it's going to be a good game. If we do what we're supposed to, it should be a pretty fast game.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you and good luck.
Appreciate it.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else. Or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. Whether you need a medical provider for your entire family or are getting on track with your annual checkup, we're here for you. Reach out today at artesiageneral.com/family.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Okay, we have had lots of stuff going on here, but where we're all plugged in keeps going down. I think they might have a... So the strikeout, swinging and drop third strike, ends up being out. And so it's still 2-0. We're now in the top of the fourth inning, and hope we won't have any more power outages. Just as well, they lost all power. His first time up as he steps in on the left side, on the right side. And again, if you're just now joining us here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, that pitch misses away, ball one. Strike one. 1-1 now to Matheson. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Goddard, of course, the visiting team. And Michael Matheson at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing. And that is going to be the first baseman looking at getting it. And he will make the play for the Rams. De Gregorio. On base. Well, it's 2-0. Rio Rancho over.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires,